afternoon, everyone. We are from Group 5, and today we are going to present our topic on textual equivalent cohesion. First, let me introduce our team. My name is Bella Meliasari, and my friends.
My name is Muhammad Rika Aulia.
My name is Afifah Hana Humaira.
My name is Firliana Trihandayani.
And my name is Keladia Khairunisa.
Okay, so the first, we want to explanation about definition about textual equivalence cohesion.
Okay, so textual equivalent cohesion is the network of lexical, grammatical, and structural links that connect different parts of a text, ensuring that the translation or target text mirror a connectivity, flow, and meaning of the original or structures or source text. So intinya the cohesion itu menghubungkan antara lexical, grammatical, and structural links supaya dapat dikoneksikan ke different parts of a text. Next.
Okay, next, reference. The term reference is traditionally used in semantics for the relationship which hold between a word and it points to in the real world. Example, Miss that that her has resigned. She announced her decision this morning. The pronoun she points to Miss that her within the textual word. Jadi, istilah referensi secara tradisional digunakan dalam semantik untuk menggambarkan hubungan antara sebuah kata dan sesuatu yang dirujuknya di dunia nyata. Contohnya yaitu Miss That Her has resigned. Kata ganti she merujuk pada Miss That Her dalam konteks teks tersebut. Tujuannya adalah agar kita tidak perlu mengulang nama yang sama terus-menerus. Kita pakai kata ganti sehingga kalimat menjadi lebih efektif, tidak membosankan. Oke, next.
Lagi. And
More example. Hercule Poirot sat on the white sand and looked out across the sparkling blue water. He was carefully dressed in a dandified fashion in white FL analysis, and a large Panama hat protected his head. He belonged to the old-fashioned generation which believed in covering itself carefully from the sun. Miss Pamela Liel, who sat beside him and talked carelessly, represent the modern.
So, hi guys, my name is Mintara Maitana and I would like to explain substitution and ellipsis. Unlike reference, substitution and ellipsis are grammatical rather than semantic relationship. In substitution, item is replied by another item, while ellipsis involve the omission of an item. In other words, in ellipsis, an item is replaced by nothing. Substitution, the replacement of an item by another item. Example, you think John already knows? I think everybody does. Does replace knows. I like movies and I do. In the example, do is a substitute for movies. Ellipsis, the omission of an item. Example, Joan bought something connection and catering some shirt post. Ellipsis, both in the second cause.
Hello, my name is Aurora Gayatri Rita Yunidia Sajidin. More example substitution. 1. My X is too blunt. I must get a separate one. 2. I'll have 2 pocket X on tooth, please. B. I'll have the same. 3. I like this book. I will buy one. 4. She sings beautifully and he does too. And the last, is he coming? I think so. More example ellipses. 1. I prefer the red shirt, not the blue. 2. She can play the guitar and he can too. 3. Have you finished your homework? Yes, I have. Jadi, substitution itu penggantian kata dengan kata lain agar tidak terjadi pengulangan. Sedangkan elipsis penghilangan kata karena maknanya sudah beda.
Represent the modern school of thought in that she was wearing the barest minimum of clothing on her son, brown person. Anaphoric reference backward reference to smoothing mentioned earlier. Example, Lisa lost her bag. She is sad. Cataphoric reference forward refers to something mentioned later. Example, when he arrived, Tony was tired. Exphoric reference outside the text reference to something outside the text. Example, put it over there. Okay, next.
Bentar. Aku mau jelasin di sini. I want to explain to this more example. In this Hercules period is the person, and the kata ganti yang lain adalah dengan kata he, yang kayak he was carefully, and then he belong, and then beside him. Yeah, that's it. And then Lisa lost her bag. She is sad. Kata ganti dari Lisa yaitu dengan kata ganti she. Terus when he arrived, Tony was tired. Kata ganti he diganti dengan nama orangnya yaitu Tony. Kemudian, udah. Next. Ayo, Berlin.
Conjunction. Conjunction involves the use of formal markers to relate sentence, clause, and paragraphs to its author. Types of conjunction. A. Additive and or also in addition. Furthermore, besides, similarly, likewise, by contrast, for instance.
For intense. Yeah.
Apa?
For intense.
Intense.
Yeah.
B. Adversative. But, get, however, instead. Apa bacanya?
Instead.
At first.
Ulang ya.
Yeah, at first time.
Instead. Apa
Yeah,
instead?
Instead.
B. Adversative. But, get, however, instead. On the other hand, nevertheless, at any rate, as a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact. 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 C. Casual. So, consequently, it flows for because under the bacanya apa?
Circumstance.
Itu kausal.
Circumstance.
Circumstance. For the reason.
For this reason.
For this reason. The temporal. Then, next day, after that, on another occasion, in conclusion, and however, finally, at least,
At last.
at last, a continua,
Continuatives.
continuatives. No, of course, well, anyway. Mau diulangi nggak?
Nggak usah. Nggak apa.
Example, now people are raising that modern ceramic
Keramik. Nah, benar.
ceramic material after very superior property for many industries. So, is this brochure
Necessary.
necessary apa? Necessary.
Hmm.
Johnny was very tired, so
Tired.
he went tried
Tony
tried
was very tired.
tired. Johnny was very tired, so he went to bed early. However, he could not sleep because the room was too noisy.
Hmm.
Then he
Decided.
decided to listen to music, and he finally fell asleep.
So I want to expand this conjunction. Conjunction is conjunction itu cuman kata sambung untuk menyambungkan kalimat. Contoh di sini, now people are realizing that modern ceramic material after very superior properties for many industries. So is this brochure necessary? Yang berarti kata sambungnya yaitu adalah now. Mungkin now itu lebih ke untuk kata sambung untuk menjelaskan kemana sekarang gitu loh, kemana. Terus yaitu so, kemudian Tony was very tired so he went to bed earlier. However, he could not sleep because the room was too noisy. Then he decided to listen to music and he finally fell asleep. Kata conjunction di sini yaitu however, cuma however. Oke. Next. Lexical cohesion. Lexical cohesion refers to the role played by the selection of vocabulary in organizing relation within a text. And then lexical cohesion has two types of lexical cohesion. For the first, reiteration, the repetition of a lexical item by means of a synonym or near antonym, a superordinate or general item. And then collocation. Collocation is what's related words that typically go together or tend to repeat the same meaning. The example is reiteration. There's a boy climbing that tree. There, this uh, has four has four types. For the first, repetition, two synonym, and then superordinate, and then general word. The boy is going to fall if he doesn't take care. Jadi di sini cuman kata pengulangan, yaitu yang dimaksud di sini yaitu boy, yang artinya juga sama aja anak laki-laki. B, the lad's going to fall if he doesn't take care. Oh, atau nama lainnya dengan sinonim, ya sama aja, let's itu ya sama aja dengan anak laki-laki. C, the child's going to fall if he doesn't take care. Mungkin yang dimaksud di sini dengan subordinate yaitu anak laki-laki yang masih kecil. Ya, anak laki-laki juga kecil sih. D, the idiot's going to fall if he doesn't take care. General word. Mungkin di sini lebih kata kasarnya kali. Kalau general word. Atau enggak, kata yang udah biasa kita gunakan di setiap harinya. And then collocation. Collocation tuh sama aja dengan yang kemarin dijelasin di kelompok 3. Kelompok 3 ya benar. Kayak once upon a time. Mungkin kalau diganti dengan kata yang lain, jadinya nggak nyambung aja. For example, once upon a time, make a decision, heavy rain. Yang kemarin juga, yang strong rain itu kan juga nggak mungkin nyambung kan. Masa strong rain, terus fast food, and last is take a break. Thank you.
Textual equivalence cohesion, the network of lexical, grammatical, and structural links that connect different parts of the text, ensure that a translation target text mirrors the connectivity, flow, and meaning of the original source text. It is achieved through devices such as reference, substitution, and ellipsis. Conjunction and lexical cohesion, these elements make the text flow smoothly, avoid unnecessary repetition, and ensure that the method is easy to understand. Overall, cohesion supports effective communication and helps maintain meaning in both writing and translation.
Okay, guys, maybe enough for presentation today. So our group will explanation your comment. Yeah, okay. Maybe enough for this presentation. Thank you.
Yo. Gini.